Hey everyone, my name's Adam. I'm going to walk you through, or maybe I should say run you through a fun little project I've been working on to help improve my running and also improve my hands-on maker experience with Copilot Studio. But first, here's me. I'm a Power Platform principal consultant at Ubiquity, a Pluralsight author, and also co-founder of the Norfolk Power Platform user group, which is right here in England, UK. So today I'll be talking about how I've created an agent to help with something that I enjoy doing outside of work, which is running. So I've done lots of races, quite a few marathons along the way as well. So I'll do my best to focus this session on Copilot and not talk about running too much, I promise. I've got a couple of demos coming up, but I do just want to run through one more slide and explain why I kind of went down this path and why I had this idea. So firstly, if you are training for a race, then it's definitely advisable that you have a running plan if you want to achieve a certain time. Now, there are some good plans out there online, but they are still quite generic and not really tailored towards you. They assume that you have your weekends free and they don't really cater for your own kind of personal circumstances. Now, you can create one with the normal Copilot and ChatGPT, but unless you really know what you're asking for in a running plan, then you're probably not going to get a great running plan. So my idea was to build an agent that would ask you the questions that it needs to ask you about your goals and your pace and your schedule, create you a personalized running plan, store that plan, and then send you daily reminders on what your workout is for that day, and then maybe act as an AI coach as well that you can ask questions to about the plan. And I wanted to do all of this using a low code, no code approach. So I started in what I believe is now called Copilot Studio Lite. So that's when I'm going to go to my first demo of two. So I'm just in the kind of a configure mode of this agent, this running planner agent. So let's have a look at what's going on. So most of this is dealt with in the instructions, and what I've done in the instructions, you can see I've used the what I would call the RTCF framework, which stands for role, task, context, and format. Now, RTCF is usually a prompt framework, but it seems to work quite well in the agent instructions as well, I've found. So for the role of this agent, I've told it that it's a professional running coach. For the task, create a personalized running plan. I've given it a lot of context. I'm not going to read this all out, but just for example, I've told the agent that there might be new runners using this, so keep the tone very supportive. I've also added all of the interaction rules and what question the agent should ask. And then lastly, and very importantly, the format. I've told the agent what the plan should include and how I actually want the output to be seen on screen. Just scrolling down a little bit, I've given it some trusted knowledge, so trusted websites which contain good running plans that I've used before and that the agent can learn from. And then I've suggested some starter prompts as well, just to give the user a head start. So let me just take this for a quick spin before we go into Copilot Studio. So got a prompt here. So create a running training plan for a 5K race. Want to achieve a time in 1959. I have 12 weeks to train. So I've already given it 3 of the variables. So it shouldn't ask me for those 3 there. So yeah, it's going to ask me 5 other questions. So how many days per week would I like to train? 5. Let's go Monday for my long run. I'll just use this what I've got here. So what's your current running level? Advanced? Do you prefer miles or kilometers? Miles, and no injuries. So if I just put those other inputs in that it's asked me, it should now follow the instructions and bring me back a running plan, which is displayed in the table. It should contain a long run on Monday, which I asked for, 2 rest days, and it should contain easy runs and also interval running and tempo running. So there we go. It's a pretty decent training plan that's put together, customized towards my inputs. Now this does look great, and it's given me a good mix of all the running styles there. But what would I do with it now, though? Would I maybe take a screenshot or copy and paste it into Excel? I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to continue to use the technology, right? So this is where I thought I need a bit more power. So I went into Copilot Studio and extended this agent. So I'm going to jump into my second demo. And this is where things start to get a bit more interesting. So firstly, I'll just run through the front screen. So again, just got some instructions here. Kept it a bit simple because most of the work is being done in a topic. But I've got two tasks here. One is a running plan creation task, and it asks the agent to use this create a running plan. I'll run through that in a second. And the second task is to answer queries on the plan using the knowledge source, which is the Dataverse. And as part of the topic creation, as when you create the plan, it saves the running plan down to the Dataverse, and that's how the agent is able to query the running plan. So if I just go into the topic, here's my topic, create a running plan. So when this gets triggered, it goes straight into a prompt. If I show you that prompt, here is the custom prompt that I've created. It's quite a lengthy prompt. I won't go through it all, but it talks about how to create a running plan based on the variables that it gives you. I've also asked for the output to be in JSON because then it's easier to deal with in the Copilot topic. As you can see here, this is an example of the output on the right-hand side here. It's got the day of the week, the type of run, and distance, time, pace per mile, and workout description. If I just jump back to my Copilot topic, you'll notice that if I just go back to the top, there are no question notes. It's just straight into the prompt. And what I've done is I've added all of these as topic variables, added these as the inputs for the prompts. And I've given those topic variables descriptions, so the agent knows what questions to ask the user. So I haven't actually added any question note in there. It then gives us the output in JSON. Remember, from the custom prompt, I've passed the JSON, and that's so I can use the outputs in my adaptive card, which is down here. Now, this adaptive card I could probably talk about for the entire session, to be honest, but I'll just have to go through this very, very quickly. So if we just scroll down to the bottom here, this displays the training plan back to the user in an adaptive card format, and the bulk of this is done by this container down here. Basically, it just loops through all of the variables that is from passing the running plan. So the day of the week, the distance, workout description, they are all in there, and I'll give it a run through in a second. Once it displays the adaptive card, the user can view it, and then it asks the question, are you happy with this plan? If no, just takes you back to the start, just loops back to the start, and you can go through the planning again. If yes, then it calls a flow, save training plan to Dataverse flow, and all that does is it grabs the JSON output and stores it into a Dataverse table, 1 day per row on the Dataverse table. So if I just give this a quick go as well, I'm going to turn on the activity monitor so we can see what's going on. And I've got a prompt here that I'm going to put in. So please create a training plan for a distance of 10K. I want to train 4 weeks, 6 times a week, and I want the plan to start on 10/06, 2025. I'm an advanced level runner. Now, as you can see, just on the left-hand side here, this is the custom prompt that I've created, and it's already answered quite a few of these questions. It's taken them from my initial prompts. So it should just ask me, I think there's a couple more questions. So what is your target time for the running plan? I'll go for sub 40 minutes. That's going to put that in up top. And then I think there's one more variable. So what day would you like to schedule your long run? Like a Tuesday. So that's very unconventional. So enter that in. And there we go. It's got all our variables. So now what it's doing, remember, it's passing all those variables to our custom prompts, calling that custom prompt, and it'll be putting together my personalized running plan. It's then going to pass that result back in JSON format, which we won't see because it then passed the JSON, and then it displays it in the adaptive card, which is going to appear just in time, any second now. Here we go. So there's our adaptive card displaying our training plan on the right hand side. There's got all of the upcoming sessions for our 4-week training plan. You can give that a review, and then if you are happy with your training plan, you would click on yes, and it would call the flow and save it down to the Dataverse table. If not, you just click on no and you can run through it again, try and get yourself a better training plan. Now I won't do that because I've already got a training plan in. And if I just jump back to my slide for a second, here's where I was just asking it some questions earlier on my training plan. So you can see I've asked it what run is on the run planner for today. And on the left-hand side, you can see it queried the running database that I've got saved on Dataverse. So it pulled back that the workout is workouts, and it's consisting of 5 times 1 kilometer runs. Then I've asked it a second question, what day is my longest run on? And it's found the longest run for the table, which is on the 17th of October, distance of 12K. So now it's in Dataverse. Obviously, it opens up new possibilities, like maybe connecting it to other parts of the platform, Power BI possibly. You could create some dashboards, a report on your running, or maybe you could use Power Automate to send you some daily reminders, which is exactly what I've done. This was my email this morning, and as you can see, it matches the workout description that it told me from the chat over there. 5 times 1 kilometer runs at 5K pace. Gives me the weather as well, and also an inspirational quote. I think I've just about got time to run through the flow. It's a very simple one. Again, just occurs every morning. Just got compose of today's time, and then it lists the row, which equals the date from the compose step. Get the weather forecast. I'm based in Norwich in the UK, and then it just runs through this. If the run is equal to a rest day, then it shows me a slightly different email, which has, in fact, I can show you, it's just down here. So this is my rest email. So it's just got some the AI coach's rest tips, as it's called, what to do on a rest day. And then again, an inspirational quote to get you ready for your next run. And then if it isn't one of those, then it'll go down the workout and it'll send you that email that I sent you earlier. So look, this has been just a personal project for me, but it has got me, hands-on with lots of Copilot Studio. So topics, topic variables, JSON, adaptive cards, and Copilot flows. And just like David said at the beginning of the call, it's not all about the huge use cases, right? We can use this technology for a bit of fun, and also for our personal lives as well.